And good afternoon and welcome to Tyler, Texas. We're at Mike Carter Field, home of the Apaches. And we have a doubleheader day here at the ballpark Sunday afternoon. Spring break time for both these clubs. I got a chance to talk to both head coaches. Boy, a wild one last night out at Brook Hill School as these two clubs went at it. And eventually the Joliet Wolves scored 2 in the ninth. They got an extra inning pinch hit home run by Brock Bolzer, and they end up winning it by a score of 6-5. I caught up with both head coaches, and let's hear what both of them had to say. First, it's Greg Braun in his first year as skipper of the Joliet Wolves. Let's hear what Coach Braun had to say just a few minutes ago. All right, we're outside the Wolf dugout, and we're talking to Greg Braun, and boy, what a game last night. I don't know if I've ever called a game quite like that. And you just called it what?
It was a bottled up moment. That's something I've strived with our guys and talked about. Those are wins and just moments throughout the year that we put in the bottle and close it up tight. And when we need to think about something, we go back to those bottled up moments. So,
so awesome for your guys to be able to come back and down 2 in the ninth and to scratch and to claw and to find a way to tie it. And then this dude comes off the bench,
Brock Bolzer,
and he goes yard. It's an amazing thing, and I was excited for you. Obviously for Tyler, not so much, but it is a moment that you got a long season in front of you. When you get to district play, and you have those dog days in late April and into May. You're going to need to draw upon some resources there, some confidence that maybe isn't there at the moment. And remember what you were able to do, right?
Yeah, you're 100% correct. I mean, in a game where we struck out 18 times and we scored 6 runs and won, but, as I talked about, it's
on
the
3
grit.
hits.
On 3 hits. Two that made it out of the infield. So, I mean, but it's a win, and it's a gritty win.
It's baseball.
And it is baseball, and, a quality and a caliber opponent like Tyler.
Right.
And our guys know it. I mean, we know what Tyler does, and for them, I'm happy for them. It's a win against a great opponent that just, as you said, we take back home to the Midwest and we hold on to this one because it was special for us, and it was just a great game.
Well, I thought you got a great start from your starter. We talked before the game yesterday, and you said you needed 5 from him, and you got 5 from him.
Yeah, I feel like I really got
Barely.
5. After 2, I honestly did tell our pitching, I said I want to get 4 from him. I
was commenting on it as the broadcast went along. I said, Coach Braun said he's trying to get 5, but his pitch count, man, is up there really quick.
Started quickly.
Yeah, like 29 in the first inning or something.
And after 5, he was at 84, so I was pretty happy. He wanted to go back out. I said, it's March 6th. We're done. And I got 2 of my freshmen in there, got some experience against Tyler for those 2 innings. And then, my closer, Matt Ostrowski, came in with 2 innings.
Well, that's what I was going to talk about next. He came in, and for the win, man, 2-0. Against a really good team.
Yeah, and from day one in the fall, I told him it's his job. And he's one of our captains and a sophomore that, sometimes you need those guys who are just the bolts upstairs. Sometimes they're a little bit off, and that's good for him in that role. And he embraces it. So, all in all, it was like everything that I was hoping for in a way in a game, we got yesterday as far as just guys getting in big-time moments. Guys succeeding, guys failing, but it's what this trip's all about. Not only playing great competition, but, just seeing where we're at.
Yep. Well, that being said, what do we got? We got doubleheader today. Who's going to get the ball in game 1?
So Jake Ostrowski is going to get the ball in game 1. He's the twin brother of Matt.
Oh, my. Okay. Just close that.
No. So Matt and Jake. So Jake gets the ball game 1. Ethan Petrick will get the ball game 2. 2 sophomores. Okay. They're my sophomores that they get the privilege to get the starts here against Tyler. Cool. And, once again, just a good opportunity.
Yep.
Good opportunity to see where we're at.
Well, we got a great day for baseball. It's going to be picture perfect. Greg, congrats on getting the job. My best to you in the Wolf program all season long. I wish you guys nothing but best. Really, my hope is that you guys, after today, you get to play them again.
That would be great.
In Greenville, Tennessee. That would be so cool. So
the history not just us being back here at Mike Carter and obviously what we do, but just with Tyler and your guys' rich tradition and one that we're hoping to get back, here at JJC. And I hope we do see you guys in Tennessee. That'd be great.
Thanks, Greg.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, big thank you to Greg Braun. And I also had a chance to catch up with Coach Wren. And Coach Wren's actually going to have to sit out this first game. He got ejected last night after a controversial call right near the end of that ball game. And so let's hear what Coach Wren had to say a few minutes ago just outside the dugout. All right, we got Coach Wren here, and I guess we're actually not on the field. We're just outside the field, and you're not going to be on the field for game one after what happened last night. Got ejected in the game, but let's talk about the game, and then we'll talk about the ejection here. 19 strikeouts. Got to be pretty pleased about that. Vega has a nice ball game. Davis, 2 for 2 with a couple RBIs. Gabe Craig, I think, gave you a pretty good start. There were some positives of last night's ball game.
Yeah, there was. I mean, I think you have to look at those anytime you play, whether you win or lose. There's obviously going to be some things that you look at, whether you did well or whether some things that obviously we need to work on. But I thought Gabe gave us a really good start. We had him on a pitch count. We're still at a point in the year where we're managing our pitchers in a way that we hope to be really strong for April and May.
Yeah.
And so, unfortunately, that does expend our bullpen a little bit more. I think we probably could have managed that a little differently, but we wanted to see some guys in certain roles, and that's what happened. We wanted to see Wiest in that role at the back end with a 2-run lead and see what happens.
Exactly.
And so this is we don't like losing for sure, but we wanted to see what that looked like, and not that we're off of him by any means, and I thought his stuff was good.
Yeah.
He didn't get a whole lot of help from the umpire, as we all know,
right.
but it's that's what this time of the year is about.
Yep.
And it's about just us developing, us seeing just what these guys are able to do day in and day out. And but I thought we were a little rusty. I was a little worried about that, coming off a whole week off and not really having a midweek, and you just can't, we enter squad, but you just can't recreate that. And I thought we were just a little off, just all night long. We get off to a good start, put up 2 crooked numbers, but then we just kind of, we had some bad at bats, and then all of a sudden the game got tight.
Well, I want to circle back around to talk about Gabe. Do you feel pretty good about, it was the first time he got to start, and I was fairly encouraged that, that's a different role, and to extend him and stretch him out in that role, I thought, first time as a starter, he did pretty good.
Oh, for sure. He's got 3 quality pitches, and, we wanted to be able to see that on a little bit more of an extended format. And, and some guys do better starting than they do coming out of the pen, and so we just kind of felt like for him, just kind of taking the ease off of, he's been coming in some pretty crucial situations to where there's not a whole lot of room for error.
Right.
And so just kind of let him get out there and have the freedom to get after it for a few innings. And I just kind of felt he ran out of gas a little bit in the fourth. You could just kind of tell. He started reaching that 60-pitch mark, and legs started to go a little bit, and effectiveness was, just wasn't in the zone as much. And so, but it was definitely encouraging and something that we'll definitely consider, possibly keeping him in the rotation as we move forward. So,
well, you're still 20 games from Coastal. 20, I guess, about 20 or 21 games, I guess, from Coastal. So, like you said, and much like them, they're in a mode of just trial and error, getting guys out there. Their guy was kind of on a pitch count last night. He told me before the game he was going to be happy if he got 5 from his starter, and that's exactly what he got. Yeah. And his starter wanted to go back out. He said, no, it's early March. We don't need to get you, that kind of stuff. So, really, in the truest sense, you're still in that mode, too. Even though you played a lot more baseball, you still got a lot of baseball between now and when those games really are important.
No doubt. I mean, you have to kind of keep that in perspective and understand that this is a long season, and our goal is to try to play our best baseball in April and May. And so, our goal as a coaching staff is to try to figure out, what that looks like from a pitching and hitting standpoint. And so, definitely some highlights last night, but overall, I didn't think we played our best baseball, and still had a 2-run lead in the ninth, had a chance to close it out, and really felt like we got that last pitch and really should have won that ball game. But it is what it is.
Right.
We can't control what we can't control.
Right.
So.
Well, it is amazing. 9 walks,
3 hit batters, a couple errors, 4 wild pitches, a pass ball. Somehow it was still tied. And if you put that on paper and you try to figure out how you're even in a game like that, the only thing that helped you is those 19 strikeouts. So it was kind of feast or famine a little bit on the pitching side of it, because some of your pitchers would walk a couple of guys and then strike the side out and get out of trouble. And that's okay for now, but at some point you really got to fill the zone up and not create your own problems, right?
Yeah, that was 19 walks, but 19 strikeouts, but 9 walks and 3 hit by batters. Made a couple errors on defense. Anytime you're walking guys at that rate and you're striking guys out at that rate, there's not a whole lot of action for the defense,
right.
And
you're not going to get the good defense.
It slows the game down a little bit, but hopefully we'll be a little more efficient today. I expect out of Sestito. He's more of a pitch to contact type guy. I expected this first game to the pace to be a little bit different than yesterday. So, it's just the nature of how our pitching staff's set up. We have some guys that have some really, really good stuff, and ball to strike ratio is sometimes half on some of those guys. Right. So it's 1-to-1 at least. But we're learning. We're getting better every day, and I told the guys this is that we're going to learn a lot about this ball club in this first game, and how they respond to last night. You see it all up and down in professional baseball or Division I baseball, or it doesn't matter. Any team can get beat at any day, and so
even with a 2-run lead in the ninth.
No doubt. And so Mario Rivera blew at least a couple saves in his career. So
the best ever.
But it'll be really important to see how they respond today, and I'm looking forward to that. And I think they'll be up to the task. Got a beautiful day here, and hopefully we respond with a W here in this first game.
Well, the hard part for you is you're going to have to sit out this first game. So tell me about that. Tell me how you're going to handle that part.
I mean, obviously it's not my favorite.
Right.
The guys ask me that all the time. Like, how come you don't get thrown out or get tossed? Ultimately, I like to be in the fire. I like to be I like to compete. And I'm not super excited about sitting this one out and having to watch your broadcast. So, I just kind of, I was frustrated, and just kind of felt like, we weren't perfect in that ninth inning, but I felt like we executed the pitch when we needed to,
right.
and certainly voiced that. So, not my proudest moment, but just kind of felt like it's frustrated to a degree, or felt like we should have been going home. So. We'll flush it. We'll be better today. I'll take my medicine here, and looking forward to a great day of baseball.
Well, they were asking me in the press box last night, how many times did I remember the first time I got thrown out? And honestly, I can't remember the first, but they asked me how many times I've been thrown out. I said, probably less than 10. So I've been thrown out a few times. It's a little awkward. You're out there defending your guys. You're out there, you feel like they're putting the best effort in. You want the best effort from the officiating crew. And, sometimes you do get frustrated. You say things maybe in a moment you shouldn't. But irrespective of that, like you said, you're going to take your medicine. You'll be back out there for game 2. That's kind of the cool thing is you don't have to sit out both games. So you'll be back out there for game 2. We won't get talk between games. But, Doug, thanks for taking a minute. And I hope today goes well for you.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Coach.
All right, appreciate Coach Wren giving me a few minutes there, talking a little bit about last night's ejection. And he will be watching this broadcast. So, hello, Coach Wren. 1 out, nobody aboard here. Nico Gutierrez at the plate, swing and a miss. And there's 2 outs. Gutierrez started running toward first base, but Robert Hines held on for out number 2. First strikeout of the ball game from Nick Sestito. 2 up and 2 down here in the first inning. Get you through the lineups here in the first inning or so. This is Cody Phillips now. 2 out and nobody aboard. First pitch misses, ball 1. Defensively for the Apaches, Heath Hood in left, Jacob Johnson in center, Tress Thomas in right, Dalton Davis at third, Tyler Lindweber at short, Wren Reynolds at second, Tate Whittington at first. Next pitch misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Robert Hines behind the plate and on the mound. Right-handed freshman from Frisco, Texas, 6'4" and 205, Nick Sestito. 2-0 on the year. It's his 4th appearance, his 3rd start. Does not have an ERA, hasn't given up an earned run. 5 2/3. Next pitch misses, it's 3-0. 5 2/3 innings, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. Opposing batters hitting .063 off the freshman from Frisco, Texas, Nick Sestito. And he has retired the first 2 Wolves. Joliet comes in 5-1 on the year. They're led by first-year head coach Greg Braun, longtime assistant coach for the Joliet program. Wayne King retired last year. Inside corner, called a strike. It's 3-1. Dan Giuliano Parente led it off with a fly ball to right. Gutierrez just struck out swinging, and now it's Cody Phillips, the first baseman, at the plate. 3-1 count, the pitch. Fastball misses high, and there goes the perfect game.
Now batting number 19, Zach Stoner.
So with 2 outs, 1 aboard, here's Zach Stoner, designated hitter in the cleanup spot. And in last night's ball game, Stoner walked twice, laid down a bunt, grounded into a double play, and struck out. So officially he was 0 for 2. A couple of walks and a sacrifice. First pitch in there, strike 1. Joliet wearing their purple tops today with the gray pants. Got the purple ball caps. Apache's wearing their black tops with the white pants and the gray and black stripes down the side. Next pitch going to miss high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got the black ball caps with the white bill and the white tee in the front. Beautiful day for baseball. 69 degrees and just a few light clouds up in the sky, but south-southeasterly wind at 14. That's going to blow in from right just a bit. And the ball gets away from Hines. That's going to be a pass ball. And I don't know if he got crossed up or just missed it. But down to second goes Cody Phillips with 2 outs. Stoner at the plate. The next hitter is Jack Klepax, the right fielder. The catcher is Nick Anderson. The center fielder is Brock Bolzer. Second baseman Nathan Gomez. And the shortstop is Jackson Best. There's your starting 9 for the Joliet Wolves. 5-1 on the year. They ride a 3-game winning streak into today's ball game. Apaches are 13-6 on the year. And for the first game, Mike Ruppenthal will be the skipper. Coach Wren's having to sit this one out. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Healthy cut right there. Cannot connect. And it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Just getting started here at Mike Carter. Doubleheader day at the ballpark. We're going to play 7 in the first one and 9 in the second. This is Sestito. And he hit him. Or did he? He missed him. Ball went back to the screen. I thought it went off the leg of Zach Stoner, but evidently not. Robert Hines chased the ball, so obviously didn't hit him. So a wild pitch will move Cody Phillips to third base, and back-to-back walks here with 2 outs will bring Coach Ruppenthal out of the dugout. Go out there and have a little chat with the right-handed freshman out of Frisco, Nick Sestito. This is Sestito's 4th appearance, his 3rd start. I'm going to stumble over that name all game. As you heard Coach Wren talk about on the pregame, Nick is a pitch-to-contact type of pitcher in 5 2/3 innings, just 3 strikeouts and 2 walks. So a little uncharacteristic here for him to get. He just matched his season total with the last 2 hitters. Stepping in is the left-handed right fielder, Jake Klepax. First pitch is in there, strike 1. I always feel better after you make a visit when a strike is thrown. I feel like you accomplished something as a coach. No balls, 1 strike. Runners on the corners for Joliet. The pitch. Look out, that ball's off the end of the bat between the on-deck circle and home plate here. Joliet in the third base dugout here at Mike Carter Field. Very little foul territory in this ballpark. On deck area is right on top of home plate. 0-2 pitch off the plate, 1-2. Got a number of new names in the lineup for the Wolves here in game 2 of the 3-game series. Got a couple of familiar names, but an awful lot of guys are new. First at bat of the series. Klepax is one of them. Just missed inside. And Sestito thought he had strike 3, took a step or 2 toward the dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So good job by Sestito to get out of trouble there after getting the first 2 batters. He strikes out Klepax to get out of trouble. So for the Wolves in inning number 1, no runs on no hits. They leave 2 on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 1. We're still scoreless. Stay with us. You're watching Tyler Baseball on ApacheAthletics.com. All right, let's bring it back a little early, walk you through the Apache starting 9. This is what Coach Wren has on paper for game 1 of the doubleheader. Leading off is the center fielder, Jacob Johnson. Batting second is the third baseman, Dalton Davis. Batting third, Heath Hood, the left fielder. The catcher is Robert Hines. He'll bat cleanup. Designated hitter, Miguel Vega. He'll bat fifth. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Tate Whittington. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Wren Reynolds. And batting eighth, the right fielder, Trace Thomas. Batting ninth for the Apaches, shortstop Tyler Linweber.
Leading off for your Apaches, number 17, Jacob Johnson.
Here's Jacob Johnson. Johnson, let's see, walked twice last night, struck out twice. 1 for 4 on the evening. And Johnson steps in from the left side to lead things off. Walk you through the defense here momentarily. Jake Ostrowski, the first pitch in there, strike 1. Out and left, it's Dan Giuliano Parente. Brock Bolzer in center, Jake Klepax in right. Nico Gutierrez at third, Jackson Best at short, Nathan Gomez at second, Cody Phillips at first, Nick Anderson at second, and Jake Ostrowski on the mound for the Wolves. He's the twin brother of Matt Ostrowski, who closed out the game last night through 2 scoreless innings to get the win. His twin brother, 6'3", 190, right-hand sophomore at Lockport Township. Third appearance of the year in his second start. Next pitch called a strike. It's 1-2. Ostrowski's 1-0 on the year. Does not have an ERA. Hasn't given up an earned run yet. 6 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Opposing batters hitting 190 off the sophomore from Lockport Township, Jake Ostrowski. Fouled into the net above the Apache dugout. It's 1-2. Jacob Johnson leads it off. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new faces in that Wolf lineup. Popped out of play. Look out. It's headed toward the Avalon. Those lefties, man. Let's go get the barrel through. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jacob Johnson battling here. The pitch. Chopper foul. First base side. So Ostrowski moving the ball in and out on Jacob Johnson. That wind's going to blow in from right today, so not going to get no one's going to get any help on fly balls today. That ball's fouled way off to the left, over toward the Rose Garden. We are on the East Texas Fairgrounds Rose City Complex. Tyler Rose Garden off to our left. Rose Football Stadium off to our right. Harvey Convention Center right back behind Mike Carter Field. 1-2 pitch, high pop-up, left center field. Giuliano Parente going to come in and make the catch for out number 1. F7 if you're scoring at the house. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Dalton Davis. In last night's ball game, Davis, couple of hits. He was 2 for 3 on the night. He had 3 RBI on the night. Apaches scored 5 runs and he drove in 3 of them. Look out, that might have got him. I guess it didn't. Kind of turned in, but the ball came out of the glove of Nick Anderson, ball 1. And here comes the field umpire. We were talking about this before the game on that call last night. This happened last night, and I thought it hit Dalton Davis, but the field umpire that just came in, he came in last night on a ball that went off a batter, and initially was called a ball, but then by rule was called a strike. He said if the umpire deems that the batter intentionally gets hit by the ball, it is a strike. And so that was a new one on me. He said they changed that rule a few years ago, so not sure if that was what that little powwow was about. Check swing off the bat. And it's 1-1. Well, 3-man umpiring crew here today. And I'm going to spend my time getting in and out of this chair because this air conditioner is freezing me out. Fouled straight back. Count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, in the sun, it's a gorgeous day, 69 degrees at game time. People that are out there in the sun have their jackets off. That's a fly ball to right field. And coming in to make the catch is Jake Klepax.
2
2 up, 2 down for the Apaches. A couple of fly balls. Here's Heath Hood. And Hood batting third for the Apaches here, as he did last night. 0 for 4 with a walk and a run scored. Apaches jumped out last night with 2 in the first and 2 in the second. They were up 4-0 in the early going. And Joliet countered with 2 runs in the 4th inning to make it a 4-2 game. And then it was 4-3 after 5. And it was 5-3 after 6. And it stayed that way until the 9th. Joliet scoring 2 in the 9th and then a pinch hit home run won it in the top of the 10th. And who's in the lineup today but Mr. Hero? Brock Bolzer, who got that pinch hit home run last night. He's 7th in the lineup playing center field. High fly ball left field, and this is Giuliano Parente for the 3rd out. So 3 fly ball outs for the Apaches. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Jake Ostrowski. And we'll head to the 2nd. We're still scoreless. Glad you're with us. We've got a beautiful day here at Mike Carter Field. If you're in the area, come on out. Plenty of time to come out and enjoy some great college baseball. We'll go to the 2nd, scoreless. Back in a minute. Welcome back to Tyler, Texas. Dr. John Groth with you. We're at Mike Carter Field. And now Sestito forgot his wristband with the signs on it, and they're going to go back to the old way of doing it. Have the catcher give them. This is Nick Anderson, the catcher, 6, 7, and 8 for Joliet. We're still scoreless as we go to the second inning. First game is a 7. First pitch in there, strike one. Going from the windup. The 0-1 pitch misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Anderson did play in last night's game. And he walked twice, struck out 3 times, 0 for 3. Chopper foul down the third base line. Last night we were out at Brook Hill High School, and we had all these fans kind of crammed into an area that was much smaller. And today at a ballpark that seats 4,000, they're spread out. Beautiful day, and there's strike 3 swinging. Nick Anderson is the strikeout victim number 3 for Nick Sestito. And that'll bring up Brock Bolzer. Well, the last time he stepped in the box, he took one out of the yard. Solo pinch hit homer in the 10th last night to win it. First pitch called a strike. It's 0-1. He starts in center field in today's ball game, and he bats in the 7th position for first-year head coach Greg Braun. And that one got away from Sestito. Gets over the head of Hines, and it's a 1-1 count. Next pitch, line drive, base hit. So Bolzer, good swing on that one. And the Wolves have a 1-out base runner. And here's Nathan Gomez.
Nathan Gomez.
Tell you what, Bolzer, pretty good stroke right there, and squared that one up nicely. Here's the second baseman, Nathan Gomez. Did not play last night. So he'll have his first plate appearance here, as will 5 other Wolves. Sestito getting his signs. Time called now by the batter. Ground ball, could be 2. You catch it, throw to second for 1. You relay it to first, double play. Nicely done by the Apache infielders. Lindweber to Reynolds to Winnington. That was not an easy turn there. Lindweber had to go to his right, plant, make a good feed, and Reynolds had to make a quick relay. And boy, they got Gomez in plenty of time. So 6-4-3 if you're scoring at the house, inning over. And it's a 0 on the board for Joliet. We go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless. Stay with us. And welcome back to Mike Carter Field. Bottom of the second inning. Robert Hines will step in. 4, 5, and 6 for the Apaches. Hines, Vega, and Whittington scheduled to come to home face the right-handed sophomore, Jake Ostrowski. Likes to go from the stretch. First pitch off the plate, ball 1. Wolves are 5-1 on the year. Riding a 3-game winning streak coming in. A pretty good swing right there by Hines, fouls it straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike. The next pitch, big hack right there. Pulled off the fastball just a little bit. And it's 1-2. One-two pitch. Little looping fly ball to center. This is Bolzer making the catch. And there's one away.
Now batting number 42,
The
Miguel
Apaches have
Vega.
4 at-bats and 4 fly ball outs. And here is Miguel Vega, the designated hitter for the first time. He had a nice ball game last night. 3 hits in the ball game. He was 3 for 4. An RBI, a single, a double. Flew out to right, got in, walked intentionally in his last at bat. Line drive, right field, and that's going to get by the right fielder, Klepax. And the big fella's going to hike it into second base with a double. Good effort by right fielder Jake Klepax. But he couldn't come up with it. That could have been a lot worse. If that ball rolls to the fence, I'm not sure the big fella comes all the way around, but he would have got to third for sure. And fortunately for Klepax, it just rolled a little bit away from his body after he made the diving attempt. So Vega at second, 1 away for Tate Whittington. Whittington did not play last night, so he'll get his first plate appearance of the series. First pitch in there, strike 1. And Apache dugout moaning down there. Guess they thought it was a little high. 0-1 with one away, and Vega at second. Next pitch is in there, and it's quickly 0-2. I'm sorry, Whittington at the plate. Starting at first base for the Apaches. 0-2 pitch off the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Elsewhere in Region 14 today, LSU Eunice is at Coastal Bend. Northeast Texas at Navarro. Paris at Panola. South Suburban at Galveston. Strike 3 called. Perfect pitch right there. Whittington is down on strikes. First strikeout of the ball game for Jake Ostrowski. And with 2 away, here's Wren Reynolds. They want to try to move the ball there with running a scoring position. We'll see if old Wren Reynolds can come up with a 2-out hit. In last night's ball game, Reynolds did get 1 hit. He was 1 for 5. Ground ball left side, caught at third by Gutierrez. He'll throw to first, and that's the inning. So another 0 on the board for Ostrowski, and it's all zeros for the first 2 innings. We're still scoreless. Stay with us. Back in a minute. You're watching Tyler Baseball on ApacheAthletics.com. Top of the third inning here at Mike Carter Field in Tyler, Texas. 9-1-2 for the Joliet Wolves. This is Jackson Best, the shortstop. First at bat for Jackson Best. Did not play last night. First pitch in there, strike one. Matt Dusky played short last night for the Wolves. He was also a 9-hole hitter. One out, or nobody out, excuse me. Nobody on and nobody out. That ball got away from Hines. Nick Sestito from the windup. One pitch grounder to second base. Reynolds scoops it, throws it, one out. That will roll us back to the top of the Joliet lineup. And here is Dan Giuliano Parente. This is inside, ball one. You just have one out, right? One 0 pitch in there. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, he just have one. He's got one name on the back of his jersey, so maybe I'll just say Giuliano. The lineup card had both of those names. Swing and a miss on the off speed. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. One away, nobody aboard. We're in the top of inning number 3 of a 7-inning opening game here in the doubleheader. Strike 3, swung at a ball in the dirt. And good job by Hines to scoop it up, throw it down to Whittington for out number 2. Strikeout number 4 for Nick Sestito. And with 2 outs and nobody aboard, here's Nick Gutierrez, the third baseman. He struck out back in the first inning, so he's 0 for 1. First pitch misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. Gutierrez on the season coming in 3 for 9. He's batting .333. Just off the plate inside. And it's 2-0. Two-0 pitch coming up. Inside, 3-0. Well, if Gutierrez reaches, it would be Cody Phillips next for the Wolves. Next pitch is going to be called a strike. It's 3-1. Three and 1 off the plate. It's a 2-out walk. Gutierrez is aboard. Walk number 3 for Sestito. And this is kind of how the first inning looked. 2 quick outs and then 2 walks. So we'll see if Sestito can right the ship here. Cody Phillips walked his first time up. And it misses high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Very modest lead at first by Gutierrez. That's going to catch the outside corner. And even at 1-1. Both teams with 1 hit. We're still scoreless in the third inning. Fly ball out of play down the right side. That's headed over toward the football stadium. Way out of here. Wind seems to have picked up a little bit since we started, blowing pretty much straight in from right field towards the dugout, so kind of at an angle from the scoreboard into the dugout on the first base side. Scoreboard in right center. 1-2 pitch off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Really nice crowd here for a Sunday afternoon. Here's the 2-2. Fly ball right field. This should do it. Trace Thomas under it, makes the catch, and that's the inning. So F9 if you're scoring at the house, and the Joliet, a 2-out walk, stranded. We'll go to the bottom of inning number 3. Still scoreless. Stay with us. Eight, 9, and 1 for the Apaches. Trace Thomas leads it off. Thomas, Lynn Weber, and then back to the top, Jacob Johnson. Dr. John Groth with you. Bottom of inning number 3. We're playing 7 here in the opener. Still scoreless. Jake Ostrowski still on the mound for the Wolves. That was pitch number 27. Called a ball. It's 1-0. Ostrowski likes to go from that stretch. Kind of an exaggerated stretch. There's a nice bunt. Tough play at third. Gutierrez has got no shot. And a leadoff drag bunt for Trace Thomas. That'll be the second hit for the Apaches. And that'll bring up Tyler Linweber. Thomas, in his first at-bat of the series, a bunt hit. Linweber played last night. He got a hit. 1 for 4 on the night. Single to left, also did walk. Struck out, lined out to third, and grounded out to third. First pitch popped straight up out of play behind us. No balls and 1 strike. Apache shortstop. Ball, the pickoff got away, and Thomas is going to scoot down to second. And with that extended net now, that ball would have got out of play. I don't know if that would have mattered, I guess. Still would have just got second base, but it's going to be an E1. Thomas goes to second base on the errant pickoff throw. So runner at second now, nobody out. And now you might think about laying one down here. See if Linweber, with an 0-1 count, the pitch. And no bunt there. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Third baseman playing even with the bag. First baseman has now crept in just a little bit. He's even with the bag at first. Here's the 1-1. Big hack there, fouls it out of play to the right side. And it's 1-2. 0-1-1 for Joliet 0-2-0 for the Apaches. We're in the bottom of the third inning. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball through the hole, base hit. And runner will be held at third base. And now you throw it to second as, you run into an out right there. That hurts. A little over-aggressive base running by Tyler Lindweber. And I'm not sure if Abney might have sent him there. Kind of walking back into right field. A little frustrated. I don't know if he ran through a stop sign or if Tyler encouraged him to go. But either way, it's an out at second, so that's the first out of the inning. It will be a hit for Lindweber, but he'll be thrown out. Let's see, it goes, I don't know if that went 7-2 to 6. What that was. Jacob Johnson steps back in and fouls the first pitch off. It's 0-1. Apaches now with 3 hits in the ball game. Runner at third is Trace Thomas. First time in the ball game the Apaches have gotten anyone over there. And the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Kind of chased a high one there. And it's 0-2. One out. Now what you're looking for here is just a productive at bat. Fly ball deep enough to score the runner, base hit, something that gets that run in. 0-2. And fastball up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Joliet looking for the strikeout or the infield pop-up here. Ostrowski from the stretch. The 1-2. And off the hands, is it going to stay in play? And it's not. That wind's going to blow it into the bleachers. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. Johnson came into the series, .333 average. The 1-2. Just high, not by much. Not sure I could have taken that with 2, but Johnson gets the call. Johnson with a team-leading 8 doubles coming into this series. A triple, 17 RBIs on the season. Next pitch, that's deep enough. That will score a run. And it's going to go into the teeth of that wind, so it's not going to go any further. A couple feet in front of the warning track. Klepex catches the ball, and it's 1-0 Apaches. There's what you need right there. Good productive out by Jacob Johnson.
Now batting number 14, Dalton Davis.
Well, he got a hold of it, and on a different day, it might have been extra bases, but the wind blowing straight in from that direction knocked it down. Jake Klepex took about 4 or 5 steps back, well in front of the warning track, but it was deep enough to score Trace Thomas easily. 1-0 Tyler. And first pitch misses to Dalton Davis. He flew out to right his first time up. 0 for 1. Davis came into the series .380 on the season. Check swing. Thought he might have went there. I'm not going to check it. 2-0. Go with those that .380 average. 4 doubles, 3 triples, and 9 RBI for Davis. Of course, he had 3 RBIs last night, so he's got 12 now. Fly ball into right center. That's going to fall in. And he'll go to second here. It's a throw, and it's a Craig Biggio hustling double for Dalton Davis.
Now batting number 5, Heath Hood.
Well, that ball just kind of hung up there. You can kind of see the wind's effect on it. He hit it pretty good, but just kind of hung in the gap and finally came down. And he saw the opportunity to hustle in for a double, and he gets there safely. So runner at second now. With 1 run in and 2 away, here's Heath Hood. First pitch in there, strike one. Hood on the year, 354 average, 5 doubles, 1 home run, 12 RBI. No balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. This is high and inside. Oh, 1-1 for Joliet. 1-4-0 for the Apaches. Back in the friendly confines of Mike Carter Field today. 1-1. This is high. 2-1. Well, it's spring break, so no classes for these guys this week. Sure they aren't going to complain about that. Here comes the 2-1. Inside corner, called a strike. It's 2-2. Well, last time I checked, 5-day forecast had a chance of rain every day. We'll see if they've updated that. 2-2 pitch. Off the hands and out of play on the right side. Right over by the Apache. Well, it used to be that, I guess they got a little storage area now. They took the barn away. I'm a little sad about that. Not really, but brought in a metal container to put the Apache equipment in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Apaches have taken a 1-0 lead here in the third. Line drive into the left field corner. That's trouble, and a run will score. And it's an RBI single for Heath Hood. 2-0 Apaches.
Now batting number 20,
So
Robert
back-to-back
Hines.
hits here by Davis and Hood have given the Apaches a 2-run lead. Stepping in now is Robert Hines, the catcher. He flew out to center his first time up. 0 for 1. Snap throw over and Hood back easily. Well, the 5-day, 60% chance of rain on Monday, 20 on Tuesday, 20 on Wednesday, 20 on Thursday. Fouled straight back, it's 0-1. 40 on Friday, and that'll change between now and then for sure, but best chance of rain looks like Monday. Pretty mild temperatures, though, in the 70s, and actually Wednesday, high of 81. High pop-up. This should end the inning. And out there in no man's land, coming in to make the play, though, is Bolzer in center field. And that will end the inning. The Apaches do get 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave a guy on. We'll head to the 4th. Your new score for Mike Carter, Tyler 2 and Joliet 0. Top of the fourth inning, 2-0 Apaches. 4, 5, and 6 for Joliet. 5-1 on the year. Trying to extend a 3-game winning streak. Zach Stoner leads it off. He walked back in the first inning. Sestito still in the game. Check swing, yes he did. And it's 0-1 on Stoner. That was pitch number 49 as we start the fourth inning for Nick Sestito. Breaking pitch just off the plate, not by much. 1 ball, 1 strike. Line shot into the left field corner. Hood's going to go over and cut it off, and he'll keep Stoner to a single. But he went down and got that ball.
Now batting number 34,
Pretty
Jake Klepax.
Pretty good swing on that one by Stoner. Here's Jake Klepax. Right fielder struck out swinging to end the first inning. 0 for 1. Did not play in last night's game. Came in 500 batter, 4 for 8. First pitch called a strike. Squared around to bunt and then pulled back. He scored 4 runs. He's got a double, 4 RBI on the year. And you heard Coach Braun talk about the fact that he's going to, he's got 9 games in 7 days down here in this southern swing in Texas. A single game last night against the Apaches, doubleheader day here. Tomorrow at Angelina, they got a game, and then a single game at ETBU on Tuesday. Single game at Bossier on Wednesday. Thursday, doubleheader day at Brookhaven against Brookhaven and Southwest Prep, and then a single game against Southwest Prep on Friday. Busy week of baseball for the Wolves. A bunt out in front. You throw to second for 1. Nicely done by Robert Hines. Well, they tried to sacrifice, and Hines pounced on it. It's going to go 2-6 on the force out, fielder's choice. So Stoner out at second base. And there's 1 away with a runner at first for Nick Anderson. Anderson came in to the series 3 for 10, 300 average. Ball's drilled to center, but it's right at Johnson. He'll catch it, and he'll try to throw behind the runner, and hustling back is Klepax. 2 outs on the L8. Ball was well struck by Anderson. But Johnson didn't have to move very far, a couple of steps to his right. Here's Brock Bolzer, the hero from last night's game. Base hit to right field his first time up. He's 1 for 1. First pitch swinging, fouls it into the Apache dugout area. Bolzer, 364 coming into the series. 4 out of 11. Scored a couple of runs. 2 RBI. And that's 3 RBIs now after the home run last night. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sestito working here his 4th inning of work. Started the inning with 48 pitches. 1-1. Thought about it, held up, and it was high. 2 balls and a strike. Well, as memory serves, I think Coach Braun has been here for all the Joliet World Series appearances here at Mike Carter. We hosted that World Series for 8 years. Line drive, center field, another hit for Bolzer. He's 3 for 3. 2 for 2 today, and then, of course, last night's pinch hit homer.
Now batting number 3, Nathan Gomez.
So, swinging a hot bat is Brock Bolzer. Here's Nathan Gomez. Gomez hit into a inning-ending 6-4-3 double plays last time up, 0 for 1. On the year, a 300 hitter, 2 for 6 coming into the series. Does have a couple RBI. Pitch missed high. 1 ball, no strikes. We're at the 8th spot in the Wolves lineup. Sestito comes set, the 1-0. He got in on the hands with the fastball, and it's 1-1. Checking that runner at second. Next pitch is low. Good job there by Hines to block it. 2-1. Well, a leadoff single by Zach Stoner. A bunt by Klepax. And they got the lead runner. So Klepax is now out at second. A line out to center and a single to center. So you got 2 outs and 2 on. 2-1 count to Gomez. Here's the pitch. Outside corner, called a strike. It's 2-2. Joliet, no runs on 3 hits. They've committed an error. The Apaches 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors for the Tyler defense. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off to the right side, out of play. And we'll do it again. Deuce is wild on the board. The 2-2 pitch. That's into right field, and that's going to fall in for a hit. Runner will be held at third. So bases loaded after the single by Nathan Gomez.
Now batting number 77.
Klepax at third.
Best.
Bolzer at second. Now Gomez at first. 9-hitter Jackson Best steps in. He grounded out to second base. First time up, 0 for 1. Best did not play in last night's ball game. That will bring a visit. Coach Ruppenthal, nobody tossing in the bullpen at the moment. And now you're going to get a catcher down there, and someone's going to go down and start throwing. Not sure who's going to get up down there, but somebody's going to start getting loose down there. See, on the pitch count, how many pitches he threw? 65 pitches now for Nick Sestito. Coach Rubenthal's had his say and headed back to the dugout. Bullpen starting to get active down there for the Apaches. We're at the 9 spot. Jackson Best is 0 for 1. He grounded out to lead off the 3rd inning to Wren Reynolds at second base. But you got Wolves on all the bases here, and they're threatening. Haven't scored yet. It's 2-0 Tyler. Nick Sestito. First pitch called a strike. Works ahead 0-1. From the set, the 0-1. Low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Doubleheader day here at the ballpark. We'll start the 2nd ball game about 30 minutes after game 1 ends. Perfect day out here for some spring baseball. Next pitch, boy, he got in on the hands. He fights it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Joliet would love to get on the board here. Easily their best opportunity of the day. Apache infield playing back. Sestito, the 1-2 pitch off the plate. Hines almost lost that ball, but he gathers in quickly. And we're at a 2-2 count. Well, those pop-ups, you're going to have to keep your feet moving. That wind seems like it's picking up a bit, blowing right into the Apache dugout. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to short. This should do it. As Lynn Weber and a good scoop at first base by Whittington, picking him up there. The throw is a little short. Jackson Best is out on the 6-3. That'll end the inning, and the shutout is maintained. We will go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's still 2-0 Apaches. Bottom of the 4th. Here's Miguel Vega for the second time. He doubled to right field his first time up. Might want to put a star by that last half inning right there. As Joliet with the bases loaded could not quite produce any kind of anything. No runs. Get the ground ball out after 2 2-out hits. And they leave him loaded. So in steps Vega. First pitch is called a strike. It's 0-1. Apache's going to be home for a while here. Look at the schedule here momentarily. Ground ball up the middle. Scooped up by Best, and he'll throw over for out number 1. Off the bat, it looked like it might have a shot to sneak up the middle, but Jackson Best pretty quickly got over there and made the catch. Vega's the first out. Here's Tate Whittington. Struck out looking his first time up, 0 for 1. So after today's doubleheader, Rock Valley comes to Mike Carter on Tuesday. Doubleheader at noon. 2 7-inning games. That ball's well hit, high, deep left field. And on the run, making the grab, is Giuliano. And Giuliano on his horse. He caught that right at the front of the warning track. Put a star by that one. That's a nice play by the left fielder. And with 2 outs, here's Wren Reynolds. So after the Rock Valley doubleheader on Tuesday, it's a Saturday single 9 at 6 p.m. against Carl Albert. Then next Sunday, a 7-9 doubleheader against Carl Albert. First pitch in there, strike 1. 1 o'clock doubleheader on Sunday next week here at Mike Carter. Then Jarvis Christian comes to town on the following Wednesday. The ball's fouled back behind us to the right. It's 0-2 on Wren Reynolds. Doubleheader day on the 18th with Jarvis. Then it's the LSU Eunice Bengals coming to town Saturday the 21st and Sunday the 22nd. 3-game set. And offensive conference right here with Coach Rupenthal. And all this is, I think, is giving Sestito a chance to gather his breath here. 2 quick outs for the Apaches. And Reynolds 1 pitch away from possibly going 1-2-3 in the inning. Nick Sestito probably would like a little more time to gather himself over there in the dugout before having to go out for the 5th inning. 0-2 pitch. And it is popped up. This should do it. Brock Bolzer drifts in, makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 4th inning for the Apaches. A ground ball to short. Boy, a nice play in left by Giuliano. And a lazy fly ball to center by Reynolds. We will head to the 5th. It's Tyler 2 and Joliet 0. All right, well, so much for my theory about getting Nick Sestito a little more time. Coach Rippenthal goes to the bullpen. Zach Williams will be on the mound now for the Apaches. 6'1", 200-pound freshman, right-hander from College Station, Texas. And on the year, Zach Williams, 1-1 with an 0.93 ERA, ninth appearance. He pitched last night. Ninth appearance of the year. He does have one save. And let's see here. Threw 1 inning last night, so he's got 10 2/3 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, 7 walks. Opposing batters 158 average off the freshman from College Station, Zach Williams. So he'll take over here in the 5th inning. And here's Dan Giuliano, who's made a great play in left field. Last half inning, it works out that way a lot. Make a nice play, and although it wasn't the last out of the inning, might have saved a rally for the Apaches. First pitch misses. It's 1-0 to the leadoff hitter, Dan Giuliano. The 1-0 in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. High chopper just fouled on the third base line. Well, still hanging there right at 69 degrees. 1-2 pitch. Just missed. Boy, Mr. Umpire, I think, froze on that one. Robert Hines held that ball there for a while. And Mr. Umpire just kind of froze. And it's a 2-2 count. Pitch. In off the hands and right to Reynolds at second for the first out. Got that fastball in and jammed him.
Now batting number 15, Nico Gutierrez.
Soft liner to Wren Reynolds at second base. Brings up Nico Gutierrez, 0 for 1 with a walk. Struck out back in the first inning. First pitch in there. Strike 1. Six of the 9 starters here in this game did not start in yesterday's game. Bolzer did get an at-bat. Only 3 returning position players in the starting 9 for Coach Braun. 0-2 pitch. Well hit. This is Reynolds to his left, and he'll make a nice play for second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down.
Cody Phillips.
Here's Cody Phillips, 0 for 1. He walked back in the first inning and flew out to right field to end the third. Joliet, no runs on 4 hits. They've committed 1 error. The Apaches, 2 runs on 5 hits. They have not committed an error. Off the hands again, and this is going to be Davis cutting off the shortstop Lynn Weber and making the play. 5-3 if you're scoring at the house. It's a quick 1-2-3 fifth for Zach Williams. We'll go to the bottom half. 2-0 Apaches. Welcome back to Tyler, Texas. Dr. John Groth with you here. Bottom of the fifth. 8-9-1. Trace Thomas steps in. Second time in the ballgame. He's going to show bunt, pull back, ball 1. He laid down a bunt single his first time up and did score one of the 2 runs for the Apaches in that third inning. And that's a chopper. Boy, that's close. And I think it came up off his leg. The catcher, Anderson, snagged it in midair and made an attempt to tag Trace Thomas before he could run away. It evidently went off his leg. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out. Well hit, high left field, but room enough for Giuliano for out number 1. Not a bad swing right there by Trace Thomas. It goes an F7. Here's Tyler Linweber. Linweber a single to left his first time up. First pitch swing and takes a big hack, fouls it straight back. 0-1. Well, I'm wondering if the Wolves are going to stay in Tyler all week. Pop up and good night. That was close. That was dangerously close to the Avalon there. That's a right-hander. How's that happening? I parked right under that tree with all the flowers on it. 0-2 pitch. Line shot, 1 hopper. This is the second baseman, Gomez. Makes a nice play. And there's 2 outs. Well, got a good amount of barrel on that ball, did Linweber.
17, Jacob Johnson.
Ball went right to Gomez at second. 2 up, 2 down. Top of the lineup now for the Apaches, Jacob Johnson. Got an RBI on a sac fly. Really good at bat back in the third inning. Deep fly ball to right. So he's 0 for 1 with an RBI today is Jacob Johnson. First pitch is low, ball 1. And wind continues to blow straight in now from right. right center. Kind of got jammed on it. Big hop to first baseman Cody Phillips, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Ostrowski, who kind of is rolling right now. And we are through 5. That's a 3U if you're scoring at the house. A 0 on the board, and we'll head to the 6th inning. We're playing 7. Tyler holds on to a 2-0 lead. Back in a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. Four, 5, and 6 for the Wolves from Joliet Junior College. The top of the 6th. Getting late in this one. We're playing 7 here in the opener. Zach Williams back on the hill for the Apaches. Zach Stoner in the box for the Wolves. First pitch off the plate, ball 1. Stoner 1 for 1 with a walk. Single to left his last time up. From the stretch, Williams. 1-0 pitch. And boy, that didn't get all the way to the plate. Two balls and no strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. It's high and away. 3-0. Right now, nobody on the mound in the bullpen. Williams did throw 1 inning last night. Came in the 8th. The 3-0. Outside corner, and it's 3-1. And last night's ball game, struck out 2 and got a ground ball. So perfect work last night. And so far today, he is retired 3 in a row, and this looks like maybe 4 here. And Dalton Davis over at third squeezes the pop-up for out number 1.
Now batting
4 in a
number
row now
34, Jake Lepax.
for Zach Williams. And stepping in is Jake Klepax, the right fielder. Struck out swinging and tried to bunt his last time up, but Robert Hines pounced on it and got the lead runner, so the sacrifice did not work. First pitch misses, 1-0. Top of the 6th inning. 2-0 Apaches. In there for a strike. It's 1-1. We will take about a 30-minute break between ball games. Game 2, the doubleheader, will be a 9. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. You're down here. We're in the 6th of a 7-inning game. Does not look like, for the moment, anyone else in line to pitch here. down there just moving. That wind really whistling. Two balls, two strikes with one out. Here's the pitch. Line shot, but that's going to drift foul into the Joliet bullpen. Count stays 2-2. We're at the 5 spot. Klepak's, Anderson, and Bolzer scheduled a hit here. Ball is low, and it's a full count. 3-2 on Klepak's. Anderson waits on deck. Anderson's 0 for 2 today. Full count pitch, strike 3, got him. So Klepak's is a strikeout victim. First strikeout for Zach Williams.
Number 8, Nick Anderson.
And let's see here, 5 strikeouts for Tyler pitching today. And stepping in with 2 outs and nobody on is the catcher, Nick Anderson. Struck out swinging, lined out to center field. 0 for 2. Foul tip. And Hines holds on. 0-1. Deep breath, the 0-1. Just off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pretty good spot right there. Hines trying to hold it for an extra second. 2 outs, nobody aboard. 2-0 Apaches. Check swing. And no go, says the first base umpire. Well, the Apaches had a 2-run lead going to the 9th last night. And that's where they're at right now with a 2-run advantage. 2-0. Big swing and a miss. And that'll run the count 2-2. Zach Williams trying to get the Apaches back into the dugout and get through this inning. 3 outs away. Fastball fouls it straight back. Count stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. From the stretch, Williams, the 2-2. Off the hands, this is going to stay fair. Dalton Davis will pick it up, and the batter, Nick Anderson, did not run. I don't know if he thought or felt like it went off his foot. And Coach Braun's going to come over and ask that question. And we'll have a little discussion about this. Home plate umpire got nothing there. You can ask for help on that. And with all the switching around right here, it's not likely they're going to ask for help. Coach Braun's going to let it go. So we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 2-0. And Jake Ostrowski still on the bump. 63 pitches in. Back in just a minute. Apaches 2, Joliet Wolves 0. Dalton Davis takes the first pitch he sees right up the middle. The Apache's trying to add to a 2-0 lead here. And here's Heath Hood. For Davis, that's his second hit of the day. Heath Hood is 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Hood singled back in the 3rd inning. Actually drove in a run. 2-0 Apaches. They would love to get a run or two here to give a little insurance. Pickoff attempt. And the 1-0 pitch. Hood feigns the bunt, throw to second. Boy, it's right on the button. And shortstop Jackson Best can't hold on to that throw. Boy, they might have had an out there. Pretty close. Stolen base for Dalton Davis. And let's see here. For Davis, let's see, he had any last night. Stolen base number 10 on the year. Inside corner, called a strike. And for the Apaches, he actually leads the club in that category. So nobody out. Davis at second with a 1-2 count on Heath Hood. The pitch. High chopper. Tough play for shortstop. He'll short hop it and bang bang at first. Thought he was out. Good play at short by Jackson Best.
Now batting number 20, Robert Hines.
Did a nice job. It came in and got the short hop and had to throw on the run. Hood almost beat it out, but I thought the ball beat him there. So with 1 out, 90 feet away, Davis is at third now, and here is Robert Hines. Hines 0 for 2, a couple fly balls to center. And I think you take another one of those fly balls to center right here. Try to get this 3rd run in. First pitch missed, it's 1-0. From the set position, Jake Ostrowski, the pitch. Up the middle, base hit. 3-0 Apaches. Robert Hines delivers with 1 out here in the 6th. That's a big run right there.
Miguel Vega.
Sometimes, it's just a run, but it just feels a little bit bigger than that, given that the Apaches had a 2-run lead going to the 9th yesterday, and Joliet comes back and wins it in extra. And they'll take at least a 3-run lead here to the 7th in a 7-inning game. Here's the big fella, Miguel Vega, swing and a miss, strike 1. Vega doubled to right his first time up, grounded out to short. Back in the 4th inning, he's 1 for 2. Hines with his lead at first base. Did have a steal in last night's game. He's got 7 on the year, so not a bad thought here to try to get him over. And a little chat with Tyler Abney there between pitches. Not going. Two balls and a strike to Vega. Might as well just stand up the whole time here and turn this air conditioner off, because that's what I'm doing every 3 minutes. 2-1 pitch, grounded to left side, and Gutierrez is going to have to go to first. He does, and there's 2 away. So runner was moving on the pitch, and that'll put another runner in scoring position. Vega's out 5-3. Here's Tate Whittington. Whittington struck out looking in the 2nd inning, flew out to left field in the 4th. on a really nice play by Giuliano. First pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-1. I think Whittington thought that might not have caught the inside corner. We'd love to add that run out there. 3-0. Just another little insurance run for the Apaches. Misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, doesn't look like got any activity in that bullpen, so for the moment it looks like it's going to be Zach Williams. 1-1 pitch coming up. Line shot foul into the left field bleachers. Ricochets back onto the field. I haven't seen that happen very often. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You got 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Apaches have added an insurance run here. It's a 3-0 lead. Playing a 7-inning ball game here in game 1 of the doubleheader. The pitch. There goes the runner, and it's fouled off. So Hines trying to steal third with 2 outs. Pretty good jump there. I'm not sure they would have had a shot at him. Well, we do have a right-hander tossing in the Joliet bullpen. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. Good pitch right there. And Whittington goes down swinging. His second strikeout of the ball game. And Ostrowski, let's see here. Those are the only 2 strikeouts he's got, is Whittington. So we'll head to the 7th inning. You're 3 outs from a victory. It's Apaches 3 and the Wolves from Joliet Junior College 0. Welcome back to Mike Carter Field. Top of the 7th inning here. 3-0 Apaches. And it is Zach Williams back on the mound for Tyler, but you do have a right-hander starting to toss in the Tyler bullpen.
Now batting number 18, Brock Bolzer.
So it is the hope, obviously, of Coach Rupenthal that you would finish this up with Zach Williams. For the Wolves, 7, 8, and 9. Here's Brock Bolzer, and he's 2 for 2 today. Couple of singles. First pitch misses, ball 1. One-0 pitch. Off the plate. No, it isn't. Called a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bolzer has 3 plate appearances in the series, and he's got 3 hits. Pinch hit homer last night, a couple singles here today. 1-1 pitch misses. I think we're 2-1 here. Bolzer, Gomez, and Best scheduled to hit for the Joliet Wolves here in the 7th. Again, this is a 7-inning ball game. Opening game of the doubleheader. 2-1 pitch. Good swing, fouled well out of here to the left side toward that rose garden. And it's 2-2. Nobody on, nobody out. The 2-2 pitch. Boy, look out. They got in on the hands. Ball drilled over toward the Joliet dugout off that netting. And the on-deck area is so close. Gomez decides to take a couple steps behind that on-deck circle. Don't blame him. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And there's a good start to the 7th for Zach Williams. First time that Brock Boulder has been retired. Second strikeout for Zach Williams. 6th strikeout of the game for Tyler pitching. 1 out, and here's Nathan Gomez. Now you're 2 outs away from the win column. First pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Gomez grounded into a double play. A single to right. He's 1 for 2. Williams likes to go from the stretch. The 0-1. In there for a strike. It's 0-2. Well, starter Nick Sestito went 4 complete through 70 pitches, 40 of them for strikes. And gave up nothing but zeros. And Williams has followed suit. Swing and a miss, another strikeout. And Hines will rifle it down for the 2nd out. So 3rd strikeout for Williams, 7th strikeout for Tyler pitching. And here is Jackson Best. Ground ball to second, a ground ball to short. He's 0 for 2. We're at the 9 spot for Joliet. And boy, you'd love to keep it right here. Not let the top of the lineup get back up there. First pitch misses, ball 1. Well, there's talk of pitchers BP up here. 1 out away. Ground ball, this should do it. Davis at 3rd, throws across, ball game. 5-3 if you're scoring at the house. And what a nice job by Nick Sestito and Zach Williams, posting 7 zeros on the board. The Apaches will get the win. And your final line score, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors for Tyler. No runs on 4 hits and 1 error for Joliet. Let's go back and recap this one for you. As the Apaches, nobody scored until the bottom of the 3rd inning. And it was a leadoff bunt single by Trace Thomas that set the table. A single to left by Lynn Weber. And then a sac fly by Jacob 1-0. And it was back in a ground. And now scoring 3-0. So for the whole athletic department at Tyler Junior College, that includes Mr. Kevin Vest. Saw him on site today. Captain Chuck Smith, the associate. Ms. Kelsey Weeks, the assistant athletic director. Appreciate the help up here in the press box with the whole crew. Ed Atkins on the stats, Ryan Fiala on the PA, scoreboard Ryan McDaniel, Colton Castello on the music. This is Dr. John Groh thanking you for watching Game 1. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Everybody.